Hello. Today is Wednesday, July 29th, 2026. Here is your daily signal. According to Fortune, rising oil prices tied to renewed tensions near the Strait of Hormuz are reshaping daily life worldwide, from the U.S. and Chile to Turkey and Nepal. The Strait of Hormuz is a crucial passage, handling around 20% of global oil shipments each year, and when unrest flares up in the region, it triggers concerns about supply chain disruptions and rapidly increasing insurance rates for shipping firms. Historically, surges in oil prices have fueled inflation everywhere, raising transportation and goods costs across continents, and this month, global inflation rates have again spiked as Brent crude hit levels above $85 per barrel. On July 29, Reuters reported that Brent crude futures rose 2.5% after fresh clashes near Hormuz, pushing prices to $87 per barrel. On the same day, Bloomberg noted that shipping giants like Maersk and MSC are rerouting vessels to steer clear of the strait, increasing transit times by up to 12 days, while the Wall Street Journal pointed to a 0.4% monthly jump in the U.S. Consumer Price Index, with higher energy costs as the main culprit. OPEC nations, including Saudi Arabia and Iran, now play an even more pivotal role in managing production quotas, while central banks such as the U.S. Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank face the challenge of reacting to oil-driven inflation with new monetary policies. In the near term, consumers everywhere will see higher retail fuel prices, with disposable incomes squeezed, while longer-term supply chains could face bottlenecks leading to shortages and delayed deliveries for industries dependent on oil. Central banks may opt for stricter monetary tightening to curb inflation, and elevated risk premiums for shipping insurance are likely to persist, raising costs of logistics and consumer goods globally. Next, onto shifts in military strategy and security measures sparked by changes in modern surveillance and drone warfare. Business Insider reports that NATO is being pushed to scatter the force to survive, as constant surveillance has made large troop gatherings and fixed command posts increasingly vulnerable, a scenario that has played out repeatedly in conflicts like Ukraine. Since the mid-2010s, global military strategies have shifted with the explosion of drones and real-time surveillance technology. Notable examples include AI-driven reconnaissance and combat, with Israel integrating AI-equipped drones in Gaza operations in 2023. Traditional static defenses no longer offer enough protection, as low-cost quadcopters and loitering munitions have shown since 2021. Key stakeholders in these changes range from drone manufacturers such as Baykar Turkey and DJI China, to military contractors like Lockheed Martin USA, and include pivotal government agencies and leading strategists such as General Valery Gerasimov Russia and General Mark Milley USA. On July 29, the U.S. Army unveiled a new layered counter-drone defense strategy. Russian military forces adopted AI-powered anti-drone jamming technologies in southern Ukraine, and Israel deployed portable laser-based drone interceptors across its northern border. Cybersecurity and electronic warfare experts like Raytheon Technologies are now central to anti-surveillance and anti-drone solutions. Immediate consequences include rapid procurement and deployment of portable counter-drone systems by infantry units starting in Q3 2026, and smaller nations seeking joint procurement strategies for drone defense by mid-2027. The expanding reliance on AI for targeting and early detection is raising fresh concerns over civilian privacy and ethical boundaries in surveillance areas, and the race to produce advanced mitigation technology will drive innovation among both private and state actors. Now, we turn to the implications of Uber's former CEO Travis Kalanick returning, and the accelerating role of AI in transportation decisions at tech giants. According to TechCrunch, Uber has made a bold move by bringing back Travis Kalanick as executive chairman, signifying a renewed focus on AI-powered transportation logistics. Kalanick stepped down from Uber in 2017 amid regulatory and ethical challenges, but the industry landscape has changed dramatically, with AI now central to decision-making for major players like Uber, Google, and Tesla. AI-driven logistics, routing, and fleet management have become essential for boosting efficiency and cutting costs for ride-sharing platforms, and tech giants are pouring resources into autonomous vehicle research and advanced algorithms. On July 29, Uber officially announced Kalanick's return, and the Wall Street Journal highlighted the immediate launch of an AI-powered routing platform under his leadership. Reuters detailed Google's partnership with Uber, focusing on integrating its AI transportation solutions directly into Uber's fleet. Alongside Uber, Google, Alphabet, and Tesla, stakeholders include the U.S. Department of Transportation and global city transit authorities, as well as academic teams from MIT and Stanford that are frequently consulted. As a consequence, Uber's leadership shift could speed up implementation of AI-driven fleet management within months, sparking increased competition and cross-platform innovation in the sector. More efficient ride-sharing and lower costs are likely, but regulatory scrutiny over AI's growing role is expected to intensify. By 2027, integration of advanced AI may reduce the need for human drivers and create new opportunities for AI specialists. Now, onto the markets. International stocks were mixed, with China large cap posting a robust 13% daily gain and the Netherlands down nearly 0.9%. Notably, Taiwan suffered the steepest drop, declining over 4.8% on the day, while Germany held steady with fractional gains and Spain lagged behind top losers. Commodities were mostly flat to positive. U.S. oil surged 7% today and more than 20% month-on-month, standing out as the best performer and top gainer, while uranium fell sharply, dropping 3.7% day-to-day. Major sectors showed weakness as the S&P 500 slid 1.5% and semiconductors plummeted over 5% daily, making stocks the top sector loser. Technology favorites traded mixed. Adobe rallied 5.7% today and over 27% month-on-month, but AMD dropped over 5% and Marvell by more than 6%, with significant declines in ARM and Intel as well. T3 Defense DFNS led all gainers with a staggering 236% daily increase, while Nocera and Autonomics Medical advanced sharply. Among losers, BlackRock Mooney Assets Rights posted the deepest loss at nearly 80%, with AIRWA and Instinct Biotechnical Company holdings each falling more than 59%. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.